brings them back. And I mean, it's only 2 more episodes at this point. And the ratings actually have been down this season also, as far as where New Jersey ratings should be. So I think it's there's some big changes coming in New Jersey.
What do you think is going to happen on the finale?
Well, it's a thing where they're all in one room, like a Last Supper, and it's just everyone, Melissa and Teresa, speak. I mean, it's yelling, but they speak for the first time all season. And it's just everyone ends up fractured. I mean, it's like there is just everyone, the group is, it's over. It's so sad, right? Because like I think like Teresa, say in like 3 years, when you're sitting there with your next project or whatever, Melissa, it's never going to be this money that you were making. And so I think sometimes when you're in something, you can't wait to get out of it. And then when you look back, you're like, why couldn't we have just kept it together? Like we had it so good, like with any corporate job. I really think that's what's going to happen. And then in the future, they're going to be like, why couldn't we have just faked it or kept the show on track because the money was so good? That's what I think.
How soon before they have a podcast together?
Well, I mean, they both have separate podcasts, so who knows?
It's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
Let's stay on duos.
Yeah. What do you got
I
for me?
hadn't heard this. You heard this. That Paris and Nicole have or are going to do a new show together. Nobody knows what it is. It's gotten approved with no concept. It's what is happening?
I mean, isn't that really hard? Because I always say it's hard. Because isn't that hard to get a show approved just like we have no treatment? I don't know what to tell you. It's just me.
Not when you're Paris and Nicole.
No, not at all. That's exactly what happened. Apparently, like I think a lot of people think it's like The Simple Life done over, but I don't really think that's what's going to happen. And they've never said that. It's just they have decided they want to do. I mean, Paris has said multiple times, she's like, you don't understand how many calls I get an hour to go onto reality TV, which I'm sure is true. And she's like, I turn everything down. Like, I'm not interested. She did that Paris cooking show on Netflix like 2 years ago or a year ago. But
when they did a Paris is getting married, that whole thing.
There is that. And that did just have a second season. It might have a third season. But her and Nicole are doing something. Nobody knows what it is. And I don't even know if they really know what it is. But I just thought, like, what power to just get something approved. And apparently there was also a bidding war over it. I don't know. I forgot if we know where it landed, but it's happening and sold, and it's going to be some show with Paris and Nicole. And I feel the same way as whoever bought it. Like, I don't care. Like, whatever you want to do, I will be watching this show. Counting down the days.
But now what's happening is they're taking pitches.
Right.
But just the idea of getting them back together. And, I mean, could their lives be any more different now than The Simple Life?
So
they both
different.
have kids. They're both married. They both have different life experiences. You know, it'll be very interesting.
And
how is Paris going to do this and keep DJing?
I think Paris will find a way. How does Kim Kardashian run the Skims empire and travel all over the world and just go to law school? Kim does it all, Melissa. She does it all.
By the way, did you see Skims was one of like the sponsors of the Olympic, U.S. Olympic team? Like they all got a bathrobe, and all the athletes were holding up the bathing suits. They got these little teeny bikinis. It's hilarious because like the bigger girls were like, "How do I get into this?"
I did not see that, but I love
yes,
that. I'm so
but
here
I love
for
that Skims got in there.
Kim,
and during the Olympics, they have found a way to get a Kardashian product in it.
Kim doesn't play around, Melissa. Kim does not play.
Kim does not play, and neither does Chris.
No. So brilliant. I love it.
Let's stay with the Kardashians.
Yes.
All the pictures that have been coming out of Northwest with her stepmom, Bianca Censori. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I say it.
Who is Kanye's wife, who is famous for basically being naked in public. They all went to the movies together, and there were pictures of Bianca actually hugging North.
And I think North is close to her. I think North likes her. I think she gets along with Bianca and, like being the oldest child. I don't know about the other children, but I think she really, because I've seen pictures in the past where they were together. I think they might have a bond, which is nice.
Or at least a friendship.
I'm sure Bianca loves the photo op. I'm sure it doesn't hurt her, not to be cynical and jaded.
But I mean, she literally shows up. Like, there was one outfit she wore to lunch. I think it was at Chateau Marmont. And I'm like, how can you sit on a chair in a public restaurant with that little on the bottom half of your body? I mean, you're talking to someone here who will not travel in shorts.
Really?
I always have a long sleeve sweater with me when I get on a plane. Like, I don't want any part of my body touching the seat.
Well, I mean, I bundle up in an airplane because I'm freezing, so I will
Well, that
wear.
too.
But you just don't want to touch any of that.
No, and to go to a public place with not just your butt hanging out, but basically your vagina hanging out, and sit on a chair in a restaurant. Okay, I'm sorry, you've lost me completely.
Do you get freaked out in hotels by like the decorative pillows that they clearly don't clean? I mean, those in the bedspread. If they have one.
I don't like it, but okay, now we're gonna get into like my weirdness.
I mean,
I
just curious.
sleep at home with a weighted blanket.
Okay.
And I love my weighted blanket. And now what's happened is I can't sleep if I don't have some weight on me. So what I now do is I might pull up the gross bedspread, but I don't let it near my face. I take the sheet and fold it over the top. Or I also have a travel blanket that I then like can wrap around me so no actual part of my respiratory system is anywhere near the bedspread.
Okay. I mean, look, Lisa Rinna goes into a hotel room and she scrubs it down. She brings like rubbing alcohol and will scrub everything down, the phone, the desk, everything. That's like every time she gets into a hotel room. So
it's the remote, they say, that is disgusting.
Really?
They say the remote is worse than anything.
For all of my OCD qualities, that is not, I'm just like, I know some things are gross and I'm like, I'm too exhausted to care. And I just will touch the whatever remote.
You don't have the mini spray bottle of Lysol? I Lysol the remote. I Lysol, the bathroom. I Lysol anything okay. I'm a little bit weird, but.
Well, you and Lisa Rinna, you're not alone. That's what she does too. So there you go.
Good. Now we can be travel buddies. David, it is always so much fun with you.
It's always a pleasure. I'm headed back to LA, so I will be in person next month. And we've done it again, Melissa.
We have. Happy Olympics to you.
You too. Enjoy the rest of it.
I will.